Hey, welcome to another podcast episode. For this one will be a little bit more subtle and calm. I've been doing my worship before I recorded this podcast, and I just wanted to talk about this blog post that I made about looking back. So, looking back to our life before, what are the things that we regret happening? What are the decisions we've made that would lead us to question ourselves? What were the things we wish didn't happen so that life would be easier for us in the present? Who are the people we hoped that we didn't hurt? Who were the people who wished that they haven't hurt us that led us to having these emotional scars? What are the scenes playing over and over again in our minds that we wish to disappear because it only makes everything worse? These are just some of the questions I ask myself during my moments of looking back. Normally, people would tell you to stop hanging out and looking back in the past because it will only hurt your present. But I think it is necessary and essential for us to just get a glance at the past, to remind us of how far we've come, of how much we've changed, and of all the people we've encountered along the way. The past is a great reminder that we are overcomers and conquerors. It is a way for us to comprehend why God had let those things happen for the greater good. Everything that had happened in the past, even those questionable things, were all part of God's plan. And we can only grasp some understanding on it, if not all. But if we choose to place our trust that God only wants the best for His children, it is then that we get to appreciate and accept all the unexplainable and painful things. We don't have complete control of every situation. We don't completely know how this life will turn out. But increasing our faith in the process and just looking to God while living in this world can help us move around within this world's unfairness. Whenever I get the chance to look back, I still feel this tingle of pain in me. But I still find myself to smile and feel God's presence more because I know He is behind it all. The pain and the struggles I have overcome were necessary for my growth. And these are the steps and processes needed for me to move on to the next level or to the next chapter of my life. Sometimes the world can trigger you to feel certain kinds of insecurities and sometimes lead you to have a self-pity attitude. But we should not let it wrap our minds. Let us not let the lies embrace our thinking and living. Past hurts, past pains, past mindset, and past life. These are great reminders, but it doesn't have a place in our present. If we still carry these things instead of surrendering it to God, we will still be in an atmosphere of darkness and burden. It doesn't mean we have to stop placing our concern into some things, but we just need to let God be in control and pray as much as we can and let God move you. It could be a wonder as to how God will transform things in our lives. But here where lies our faith. This is where we increase our faith in God. Let us not stop living life in line with God's purposes. Let us build ourselves into the best version that God envisions us to be. It's okay to look back, but it's not stay there. Let's just use it to remember the goodness and faithfulness of God. We have overcome this far, because of God's love for us. For it says in Proverbs 3 verse 5, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding.